Let's take a look at something else that could be done with the Faker package, and that is generating JSON. So if I were to say, I've already got the Faker package installed, so I need to import. So I need to, from Faker, import Faker, create a new one, and let's run this and say fake.json. And we're going to get back a string representing a JSON object. And this string, or this JSON rather, is a list of JSON objects. And each one has a name and a residency, which is just an address. And it's created 10 of them. Now, how do we specify what is inside of that JSON? Let's take a look at help dot, not dot, but help fake.json. And we're going to get quite a bit of stuff here. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to create a new file and just call it temp. And I'm going to paste this in here. So several possible keyword arguments that you can have. First of all is data columns. And this is going to be a list, and it's going to be the specifications basically of what columns, of what keys you want, or columns in this case, and what method inside of Faker will be used to generate a value for that particular key or column. And then you can specify how many objects or rows that you want to have created. Now, the format for this, we look down here, there are a couple of different ways you can do it, but the way that I'm going to do it is right here by using a list of tuples that has the name of the column or key and then the name of the method that's going to be used to generate a value for it. Okay, so keeping that in mind, let's go back over here to main.py. And let's say we want to generate logins. Now, we already saw last time how we could use the password method to generate a login, or to generate a password. And it turns out that there is also a username method that could be used to generate a username. So I'll create a generate random login. I'll just generate login, actually will work. And I'm going to return fake.json. Now, actually what I'm going to do is, instead of returning just fake.json, I think it would be better if I returned, instead of the string, returned a dictionary or list. So I'm going to import JSON from the Python standard library instead, and then return json.loadS, fake JSON. Should we? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Fake JSON. Let's go ahead and close this parentheses before I forget. All right. Okay, data columns equals, and we're going to have a list again, and we're going to have a tuple. And the first one I'm going to call it username, and I'm going to use that username method. And then the second one, call it password, and I'm going to use that password method. And then I'm only going to generate a single login, so I will say num rows equals 1. And then I will print generate login. All right, let's see what comes out the other end here. There we go. And each single time we get a different one. Now, remember that from before, the password function or password method, it has a number of keyword arguments, such as the length, or if you want special characters. And you can also pass those keyword arguments. You can also make use of those keyword arguments here by having a dictionary as the third element of the tuple. So I'm going to create a dictionary here. Then I'll say length, like we did last time, is equal to 20 and special characters equal, not equals, but rather set it to the Boolean false. And now we can run this again, and we'll see that we have longer passwords without special characters.